Mhm. What's up, y'all? James Hudson here with the Board Game Spotlight, and I am joined today by See, I almost done it. I was just telling Fertessa that I have a hard time, like, always trying to make sure I pronounce names right. But it's Fertessa Allyse. Hi, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you. And yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did a great job.
Now, you are a game designer at Funko Games as your day
Yes.
job. And
Thank
you
you.
have a Kickstarter
hmm
live now, Book of Villainy, which we're going to be highlighting in just a minute. That's live. I had a
hmm
call out into the spotlight earlier because one of the things that I always get excited about is when somebody's trying to do something different, right? Like you didn't pick a zombie theme, you didn't pick pirates, or
hmm
there's no animals to feed on a farm, right? Like
Yeah.
we've got a much different theme here that's fun. And
hmm
I always see these threads. I see these threads everywhere, right? On all the different board gaming groups of
Yeah.
what themes are you tired of? Or what themes would you want to see if people would stop making zombie and pirates and ninja games? And then
Yeah.
you see all these people. So I was like, listen, if you guys really say you want to support projects that do different themes, then you need to come out here and go check this out. So
Yeah.
um
Thank you.
what was some of the inspiration for the Book of Villainy?
Well, it was very personal because I have resting mischief face. So my friends always say I'm up to no good, particularly when I'm playing games and especially the social deduction types. So
Mm.
I'm always like pinpointed as the traitor. So
Oh, you're
when
the
I decided
werewolf.
to make a game,
You're the
exactly,
werewolf.
but I'm never the traitor.
That's what a werewolf
So
would say.
that's what gets me every time. So I decided that I was going to make a game where everybody was up to no good and made Book of Villainy because you have all the games about heroes, boring heroes. So I wanted to have a game where you could be a villain and be up to no good and enjoy it.
What's
Hey,
up, Chad?
Chad.
Yeah. So I love that idea, and I was checking out the page, and we can hop over there and take a look because we have the capabilities.
That's all.
So we're funded, yay! Still 2 weeks to go.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is important information. So, like right off the top, your pledge levels, you can jump in for $2 to follow along. I'm assuming
Mm-hmm.
that'll have some pledge manager access. It might say that there, but
Mm-hmm.
reading is not my best thing. Retailer, if you own a game store, this is your pledge level, and
mm-hmm.
then the game's only $30.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'm seeing shipping's only $8. So, grand total, you're in for $38. That's a good deal as far as that part goes. So, I was checking this out. So you've got all these different locations,
Mm-hmm.
the different characters, which these are so. I love the art on this.
Yeah, art was done by Melissa Douglas, and that's Kitty Cat Maniac on Twitter. So definitely
Nice.
check out her work. This is her first board game, her foray into board game art, I believe, but hopefully not her last. So, look
It's
into her.
got like a comic booky Cartoon Network kind of vibe going.
Yeah.
No, I really
hmm
like it. So
hmm
I'm seeing the different chapters here. Tell me about how a Book of Villainy kind of functions in the gameplay.
Yeah. So the entire point system is based off of how you arrange these pages in your book. So you are going around and getting these henchmen that help you write these pages for your book. And like the way that the pages are ordered, because you can see there's chapter numbers,
Mm-hmm.
the way that those are sequenced can help you get more points because your longest sequence gets you points. But then there are different types like action chapters or romance chapters or mystery chapters, and based off of the type of chapter that you get, those can also score differently. And then some just have straight like bonus points on the side and like the top right corner.
Okay.
So you got three things to kind of juggle whenever you're considering what kind of page to write. And then at the end, once somebody writes their sixth page, that triggers the end, and you get to kind of read your pages and see who has the best book of villainy.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
It's an interesting concept that we're bad people. we're bad guys, and we're writing a book about it. But I also thought this was interesting. So I'm guessing when you go to these different locations, you can choose to do a respectable action or nefarious action. But it looks like you can attract this very chinned up superhero guy here, who I'm guessing is going to thwart some of your bad deeds if you get too crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a bad guy, but you're bad at being a villain. So that's why you've decided that the only way you can pay the bills is by writing this book and striking it big. So you can't do teach, right? So you become this author and you try and get that done. And that's kind of what you're running around and trying to accomplish. And the hero is a jerk. And he really is trying to going around smacking the other villains, but like at the villain's bidding. So he's not independent. He only moves when another player kind of lands on the snitch token and kind of says, hey, you should go over there, go bother that player.
Sure.
Yeah.
So do the chapters, do they end up having kind of like a Mad Libs kind of vibe to them where it's really humorous and like your story is all like pretty crazy and wonky?
Yeah, the chapters themselves, I wrote some, Calvin Wong, and then also I think her name is Zoe McHill. Hopefully I spelled that, said that correctly. They all helped contribute with writing these chapters, but the chapters themselves are just these very like low key but super annoying deeds that you would hate if somebody did them to you, like steal one puzzle piece out of all of the jigsaw puzzles in the nursing home.
In a nursing home, that's even worse. That's awful.
Right. Yes. Become a barista and serve coffee, but it's all decaf. These little things that are just like, you're the worst, sort of a thing.
Yeah, that's deep. Oof.
So you get to kind of concoct what series of evil deeds really just vibes with you as a villain. And then at the end, the winner gets to read their book.
Oh, nice. Do you feel like everybody's going to read their book no matter what, whether they win or not? They just want to read it. Yeah.
Yep.
This quote really stood out to me from one board family. They said the text on each chapter is hilarious and had both adults and kids cracking up. And that's a really nice thing when you can sit down and play a game with your kids, and it's just as enjoyable for the adults as it is for the kids.
Yeah.
That's one of the, like, we've designed a few of those that we try to like hybrid. Like, I want to give this game, because I was with Parker. He's 12 now, so he can play a lot of stuff. But early on, it was, the Chutes and Ladders and the Candylands. And that's when I decided to try to do Barnyard Roundup, which was my first design. And it was out of that need of like, I can't play Candyland anymore. Like, I can't. I need something I enjoy. So I really appreciate games when they're able to do this, like really thread the needle and everybody at the table can have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you got there's some stretch goals y'all are working on right now that these are all, I love these. Just retweets. Like, we don't have to do, not tied to social or to monetary things, but we just need to get out there and get the word out. So sharing the post on Facebook or retweet on Twitter, we could do that right now. Family.
Awesome. Yes.
16, let's go. I think I actually shared a different tweet, so I was not helping hit the stretch goal. Hell, hit the SG. Let's go. Sorry, yes. I've got a 12-year-old as well, like I just mentioned. So let's go. Jeez, and all that's constantly happening in our house. So, I think I was just sharing that to Twitter right now, and no one can see me doing that because I had this other screen shared. So anyway, but I did it. It happened.
Thank you. Yes. We really wanted to focus on social goals and get people talking and hopefully get these really nice upgraded cards and just better components for the game. So yeah, if you've backed or if you do back, please do share and like and help us meet those.
Yeah, this one of the things I think I think board game consumers, specifically on Kickstarter, have
Mm-hmm.
gotten a little spoiled. And so
Mm-hmm.
here, hold on, hear me out. I'm not trying to go negative. I just want to, like, this is education moment, right? But
Mm-hmm.
like upgrading the cards and making thicker cardboard does cost more money, right? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not, I think people think, oh, but everybody upgrades those things on their Kickstarters, but
Yeah.
they're not throwaway, right? Like those things increase the cost of the production.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, as we're working through projects, like I've got several projects that are out for quotes. When you're like, okay, we can sell it for this amount, so that means we have this amount of money to make it, right? Like
Yeah.
that math problem doesn't change just because you want fancier bits in there. Like, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
we can go above our budget number, but then the MSRP number also has to go up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you know, so I think that's one of the things that you know, especially through on Kickstarters, and we're just as guilty as any that we have these really big high end productions, but like especially for smaller publishers, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
um, these things aren't throwaway.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. Maybe I just want to. I just got on the soapbox for a second. Sorry. I don't know who's saying that, but thanks and for Tessa.
Hello, Facebook user. Yes.
You have to go into the little permissions at the top of the post and let StreamYard. You have to check a box. It's real quick. So whoever you are, if you want to be known. Anyway, so for tell me how did you get into what inspires you to get into board game design in general? You know, that sort of thing.
Board game design. It was actually my friend Noel. Whenever I was back in Georgia, I could only find two other people who would like to play board games with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so we didn't really know about the hobby. We just kind of had the mass market Sushi Go kind of Catan games. But my friend, she had the idea that she wanted to make a board game. And when she did that, I was just like, oh, light switch. That's a thing that you could do. And what does that look like? Like, what kind of game would I make if I could? And I like to explore ideas like that. Like I've made a Pop-Tarts music video just based off of that. So I followed through with the thought of what would happen if I made a board game, and Book of Villainy was that game. So, oh, there, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. So that was how I got started in game design, and actually how I got into the hobby itself. And it just kind of went down the rabbit hole from there.
Sure. So okay, so Georgia, you know, I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. So like,
Mm-hmm.
are you a bulldog? You a yellow jacket? Well, none of the above.
Nope, I'm actually a gator. I mean,
Okay.
I don't deal with the sports very often, very
Sure.
little, zero. But I did go to UF, and so I am a gator by rights. My family, they're bulldogs, you know, and
Okay.
that's shameful, and I can't own up to that. But I am a gator.
Listen, we won't hit up old Danny Quanch about that because I know he's big time Bulldog fan, did the cheerleading over there. So like
Mm-hmm.
them's fighting words. I know you got the cocktail party. I'm a Bama boy. So we'll probably just keep all of us at the next convention that we all get to go to someday, quarantined in our specific corners. Now, are you still in Georgia, or did you move up to?
I am in Seattle now, so I believe we are the. Don't hurt me. I believe we're the Seahawks. No, we are the. We're a sports team. So
you got it. We're a sports team. We did sports. No, the Seahawks
over here.
Yeah. I'm not nearly as big a sports ball fan as I used to be. It is like being from Tuscaloosa. There wasn't a whole lot to do in the South. We don't have a lot of pro sports teams, so that was kind of what we did. But now that I've been down here in Southern California for a while, it's there's pro sports and anything that you want to do. So you got a lot to do getting out of the deep South.
See? Yeah. And I watch, MMA. I'll do that. I'll watch the martial stuff. So that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to watch a lot of MMA, and then I don't know. I just got out of it recently, but I definitely see like anytime some of the big names start yelling at each other. I love watching the little clips that come across like reels or whatever.
Yeah. I was like, I watched that. I can get what's going on there. It's just two guys just sticking it out, or women, two ladies. Who knows who it is? We're just going at it though.
That's funny. That's awesome. Cool. Well, is there anything else about Book of Villainy that you think? But hey, if it's popular, it could be Books of Villainy. You know, we need expansions and more characters.
Exactly. You never know.
So you've got 60 seconds. Now let's make this a tighter window. This is your Shark Tank moment. You got 30 seconds to sell the viewer on why they should go check out Book of Villainy. What is it?
Okay. All right. Book of Villainy. You're a villain, but you're not very good at it. So you're writing a book about being a villain instead. You're going to go around collecting these pages, writing these pages in your book, and arrange them based off of the chapter number, the type, and whoever makes the best Book of Villainy wins.
I'm sold. Yeah, no, it's awesome. So, hey, I'm glad we took a few minutes, got to talk about the campaign and go through it, and glad to get to meet you, and I hope that you won't be a stranger to the spotlight. Come on in, and we try to have a nice, inclusive, safe space to talk about board games and keep it. We're known as the Care Bears. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but like we've been deemed the Care Bear group because we don't allow a lot of negativity. We definitely don't allow any, shit posting, things like that. So like all that stuff gets removed. So come on in, hang out a while.
Thank you. And thank you for having me on.
If you're watching this, go check out Book of Villainy. Even if all you can do right now is even a support, like the $2 support, those things really, really do help. I know I've talked to people who are like, this game doesn't fit my collection, or whatever reason. Financially, I can't do this right now. $1, $2, just helping the backer count get up totally helps small publishers. Yes. So definitely go do that. Yes, I appreciate anything. Thank you for tuning in and hopefully checking out the page. If you enjoy some nice humorous writing, the flavor text is like my favorite bits, and I hope that you will get to see the things that I love about this game, my very first. Awesome. I love it. Okay, Fertessa, thanks for joining us and giving us some time. Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. It was nice. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all. See you.